We're going to start in quadruped today, but we're going to find a child's pose just to warm up, open up the back. So just go ahead and safely position yourself down into that nice child's pose, reaching arms out long and letting the forehead go. Just take a moment here to soften forearms, to feel the weighted pelvis heavy in the mat. Affording a little bit more length through the back of the neck by rocking gently forward on the forehead. So just pouring a little bit more weight to the top of the head. Keeping the chin tight to the chest. I hear someone mowing the lawn outside, so I'm going to shut this window. Feeling the booty grounded on the heels, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Let's just start to find our breath. So this pose is absolutely wonderful for really opening up that back space. If you allow the tail to be heavy, as we breathe, I want you to think about those back ribs. Take that inhale, feel the middle back open up. And exhale, draw the navel in as you release the air out. 2 more like this. Inhale, expanding, opening up the back space. Exhale, knitting front ribs closed. Feel that corset-like muscle wrapping around as you engage those abs. Sending front ribs down. Just one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Gently walk the hands over to the right side. Keep that left sits bone heavy, releasing the forehead into the ground. Trying to cultivate space, length in the back. So maybe walk those fingertips out an inch further. Really grounding the booty, the pelvis, heavy on the heels. Perhaps here you can use your exhale to really radiate the head in one direction and send the tail in opposition. So like steam releasing from a train. I want you to feel like that breath is releasing out through the crown of the head. Just take one more moment here. Inhale. Expanding the rib cage. Exhale, deflate as you spider walk those hands to the other side. So feeling gooey this morning. Feeling the fold in the hips. Trying to soften those hip flexors. Really try to relax here. So being attentive to maybe your tendency or your instinct to grip. And try to really release, feeling cradled by the earth, by the floor. Think of the floor as a dance partner or just a partner in life supporting you, allowing you to feel held, soft, relaxed, at ease. So getting comfortable with the ground. Take a deep inhale, exhale, bring those arms back to center. We're immediately going to scoop the tail and begin to round up through the spine. Find that vertical stacking of the vertebrae as the crown of the head reaches up. Just take a big shoulder roll, releasing the shoulders down the back. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, let the shoulder blades glide. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale, bringing yourself out to that nice quadruped position. We're immediately going to find that cat and cow. So knees directly underneath the hips. Draw the navel in, big rounding in the spine. And then inhale, head and tail reach in opposition. Release the shoulders from the ears. Again, exhale. Deriving movement from the belly button, from the center. Draw the navel in, knit ribs closed. Inhale. Head and tail reach in opposition. 2 more. Exhale. Try not to just open up that middle to upper spine. Get into that lower back by really scooping the tail. Inhale. Open up the heart. Just one more time. Exhale. We round. And inhale. Find that cow. And then finding a tabletop leg spine. We're going to step the right leg through the palms and find a little lunge. So making sure the knee is directly over the ankle here. You can lower that back hip. I want you to really energize through the spine. So relaxing shoulders down the back. Feel the length through the back of the neck. Pick a focal point on the ground. Try not to just sink simply into that other hip. So left hip, back hip, but really try to lift up and out of the mat. Maybe you can lift so high that you can start to reach that right arm up towards the sky. So big twist here. You can always tuck the back toes if that feels more comfortable for you. You can also just simply take this arm only to that side. So using the forearm in the side to really take your focus towards the back wall. Otherwise, we're looking up at the ceiling, energizing through the fingertips, and then just gently take that arm down and sending the right leg back, finding that quadruped. We're just going to change sides. So left foot steps through. And again, not just sinking into the right side. I want you to really feel those hips neutral, spine long. So my tail is shooting out in a diagonal and my head is reaching up. My abs are still engaged. So I'm drawing the navel in so I can support that back space. I'm not just collapsing. I have a nice lift and length through the spine. If you'd like, go ahead and increase the stretch with a little twist. Twists are so good for our body. Bringing out the spine. Trying to lift up and out of that bottom shoulder. Make sure that front knee is over the toes. Inhale, exhale, taking that arm down. And we're going to step those knees back into quadruped. And now we're going to come down onto our left forearm or back forearm, wherever you are. I want you to bring the elbow directly underneath the shoulder. Fingers face the front. I'm going to plant my right palm in front of those fingers and trying to keep my hips square to begin. We're going to go into a little fire hydrant circle. So I want you to keep that 90-degree bend in the right knee. We're just going to open the knee up and then draw a circle. Knee comes behind the sits bone and draw the navel in. You can find a little round if you'd like, and then opening knee up, take it back. Draw it in. Maybe knee and nose can kiss. Two more like this. We open, pour more weight into that right palm and take it down. Be gentle with the body here. As we begin with this hip articulation, we're going to just reverse. So take the knee all the way back and then open it to the side. Hug those inner thighs. Bring it in. Again, up here, spine stays long. Get out of those shoulders. Pour more weight into that right hand. Two more like this. Up, so starting a little bit strong today. The more weight you pour into that right hand, leaning into the work, the more you're gonna feel that oblique. Exhale, bring it in. Go ahead and send the right leg out long, tucking toes. Just rock the weight back and forward, opening up the calf. And forward. If this is at all uncomfortable for you, you can always find those palms and find that long spine. You choose. Four more. Four. And forward. It's three. And forward. Two more. Two. No matter where you are, you're going to meet me up here. Long arms if you can. If not, you're down on both forearms, equally distributing the weight. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to peel those back toes off. Lift the leg parallel to the ground. And again, round through the spine, knee to nose. Exhale. Inhale, extend through the crown of the head to reach in opposition to the toes. Again, so belly button, abs, start this movement, they initiate, and then inhale, we reach to the crown of the head in opposition through the toes. Both hips are facing the mat like headlights, so keep driving that right hip down. Inhale, extend, lifting up and out of the mat. One more time, exhale. Knee and nose kiss. Inhale, find that tabletop-like spine. Draw the navel in. We're gonna overcross. Tap that left corner of the mat, and then draw a big heel, tap the right. Again, up and over. Tap left. Keep both hips shining down. Here's where it becomes really important to pour more weight into that right hand, especially as you tap right corner. I want you to lift through those abs. So yes, we are working the glutes, but we're also finding right oblique. 2 more, up and over. Being gentle with the body, find your breath. And last time, up and over, tap left. Up and over, tap right. We're just gonna sweep that leg across towards that left corner and then go ahead and sit back. If it feels comfortable for you to bend that back leg, this should remind you a bit of the pigeon pose, letting the forehead go. If this is too much for you, just simply go into a nice child's pose. And then gently, you're gonna draw your navel in, again, deriving from the center to scoop that knee back up and immediately sending it out to the side. I'm gonna let my foot go so the inside of my foot, you can't really see, is completely heavy on the floor, and I'm up on my palms. Remember, you can always fold that mat or find the fists, and I'm gonna reach my right arm again up towards the sky. Really driving right hip bone down and stacking shoulders. Taking a moment here, inhale. And then exhale, retrograde that arm down. We're almost done with this right side. So we're gonna find that nice quadruped position again. Right knee comes back under you, rolling shoulders back. We're gonna take a little bit more advanced movement here to find both obliques. So first, we're gonna take that right knee out to the right elbow and then extend it out long. And then to the left, we're gonna repeat this in 2 sets. First set, you can be on that left knee. Second set, if you'd like to intensify, you can go up into a high plank. The choice is yours. We've just started class not too long ago, so listen to your body. Here we go. Right knee taps right shoulder. I want you to draw, pour the weight forward and then extend, shoot that leg out long. To the left, we tap left elbow. Exhale, inhale to extend. Again, outside of that right elbow. And extend. Remember, you can always come down onto your forearms. You can fold the mat. If you have a pillow or a block, that can always be placed underneath those wrists. And left elbow, exhale. Remember, deriving movement from the center, finding that oblique. So drawing the navel up and in to tap, and then extend. Last time, left elbow, and extend. Go ahead and tuck those right toes, pouring weight onto the left arm, or sorry, onto the right arm, reach the left arm out long, and just reach for the heels. Big twist in the spine again. I'm really trying to stack my shoulders. Inhale, sweep that arm back up and place it back down to the mat. Just find a nice child's pose. Send the booty back. Relaxing the forehead. If you need to, you can roll out those wrists. Taking a moment here. Inhale, exhale, scoop the tail and begin to roll up for 3, for 2, and 1. We're going to progress into that plank. Again, remember, folding the mat is always an option. You can go for this, yes, to decrease the pressure on the wrists, rolling shoulders away from the ears. We're just going to walk those legs out, extending behind the knees to find that high plank, rolling shoulders away from the ears. You're just going to hold here. Remember, there's a slight regroupment in the glutes, and I'm lifting up and out of the mat through my shoulders, belly button to spine for 2, and 1. Shift the weight back through the heels, and then pour the weight forward. So just the slight rocking back, and pour forward. 2 more, back. Inhale, exhale, pour weight forward. Last time, take it back. Exhale, pour weight forward. Go ahead and float the knees down. Send the booty back. Nice child's pose. This is going to become your home base for today. Take a deep inhale and exhale, release. One more time like this. Deep inhale. Exhale, scoop the tail, rolling up, feeling the weighted pelvis as the tail grounds, and we stack the spine. Now you can choose, like I said before, to stay on that left knee. Otherwise, you're going to meet me in plank for those elbow taps. So you choose. You can even choose to hover that left knee just an inch off the mat. So if I were to show you, it would be like this as you move. Otherwise, we're in that high plank. And we're going to take that right knee towards the right elbow. Here we go. Tap the elbow and extend leg out long. Keep hips square. Tap left. Keeping both hips shining down. Extend. Want you to keep that weight slightly forwards. We're really working the abs. Extend. So I see often this rocking forward and then shooting weight back. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're keeping weight forward, trying to keep hips square. Send toe back. Last one. Left elbow tap and extend. Send both toes down. Bend the knees. Child's pose. Let it go. You're done. Woo! Nice stabilization of the abs. Really working through the core, through the glutes. So remembering here that the core is not just those abs. It includes the whole lumbopelvic hip complex. Yeah, so it really ends at the base of the glutes. It's much more complex than what we're told. Take a moment here, scoop through the tail and roll up. We're gonna take a moment to rest those wrists before we go on to the other side by finding our sits bones and bending knees and planting soles of the feet heavy in the mat. Just take the hands behind the knees, roll the shoulders away from the ears, and you know it, find that active C curve as you round down, really activating those abdominal muscles. Scoop, feel that corset around the center as you begin to stack the spine. Again, draw the chin towards the chest. Front ribs reach down for the belly button. Relax the shoulders. And then gently scoop the navel towards the spine as you stack. Lift the ribs off of the belly button. 2 more. We round down. Really find gentle fingers here. So although our palms are behind our hamstrings, maybe you can make them a little bit lighter to really rely on those abs through this active C curve. One more time, I want you to notice this conversation. Abs are working to support the back. The back is wide. Relax shoulders, chin to chest, front ribs down. As we round up, stacking the spine. Extend the legs, find a big spine stretch. Rounding up and over a beach ball to reach forward. And then slowly root the tail down as you stack the spine. We're going to do that twice more. Inhale, exhale, up and over, waist and belly button. Drive back as fingers and head dive forward. Relax shoulders down the back. Exhale and stack the spine. Just one more time like this. Up and over that beach ball. We round. Hollowing out the tummy, and this time curl the tail towards the pubic bone. Pubic bone's gonna reach up towards the belly button as you roll all the way down. Once the head finds the mat, go ahead and reach the arms behind the head. Inhale, exhale, knit those ribs closed, frame the legs as the palms lower down to the mat. Again, inhale. So I'm actively reaching through my heels here. If that causes any cramping for you, just relax through the feet. I want you to really feel those shoulders. Inhale. Remember, we don't compromise the integrity of the center. So front ribs knit closed. Don't allow that lower back to fly or dome arc off the mat. One more time. Inhale. Reaching arms back, shoulder blades heavy. Exhale, knit the front ribs closed. Taking arms down, just roll up, cervical nod, cervical curl, halfway, just to the base of the shoulder blades here. And then slowly lowering through the spine, head is the last thing to arrive. Again, chin to chest, front ribs down towards the belly button, really draw navel towards the mat. Exhale slowly, we lower down. Notice your shoulders here. Do you have that big juicy space between shoulder and ear, or are your shoulders shrugging? Really try to relax the chest. Exhale and lower down. It's all about those ribs. So chin to chest holding the walnut, and then the ribs drive down towards the belly button. Exhale, slowly rolling down through the spine. Go ahead and bend the left knee and the right. Feeling the heels in line with the sits bones, knees floating over the toes. Anchor those heels down as you begin to curl the tail. Scoop and peel. Tail chases pubic bone to lift up into that bridge. And then exhale, drawing navel in, middle back, lower back, sacrum and tail find the mat. Again, root the big toe down. Plant the heels as you ripple through the spine to open up the hips and activate glutes. Inhale, exhale. Keep the shoulders heavy. So really try to ripple through the spine with intention, with purpose. As you lower down, 2 more like this. Keep the weight out of the head, out of the neck. It's all between the shoulder blades and rooted into the ground through the feet. Exhale, slowly lower. Just 1 more time like this. Scoop and peeling the spine off of the mat. We're holding here, squeezing, activating the glutes. You're gonna lower just the right side. We lower right booty down. Exhale, lift. Hips return to neutral. So we go through an asymmetrical pelvis. Plant right heel down to lift. I want you to feel that opposition. It's all about how much you can use the ground to your advantage. Push into the ground with that right heel to lift that right hip. 4 more. We lower. Chest is open. Exhale, lift. We lower right. Make sure that right knee is still planting over the toes. 2 more. Right side lowers. Trying to target that right oblique as well. It helps you lift that hip back to center. Exhale, keep hips neutral, draw navel in. Slowly roll through the spine here. And then take again a cervical nod, cervical curl. Taking the hands, interlace the fingers, bring them behind the head, elbow spiral forward. See if you can knit those ribs a little tighter as you twist to one side. Keeping shoulder blades high off the mat. Exhale, knit those ribs closed to return to center. Other direction, we twist. Inhale. Exhale, drive those ribs together as the navel reaches for the spine. Slowly just lower the head down. Feel the head weighted, cradled by the palms. Tilt the knees over to the right. Take your focus to the left. Keeping both shoulder blades heavy as you find this twist. If you want to intensify, you can even open up the legs a little bit more. Find more of like a Z-sit position. Trying to relax here. If that gives you any tension in that back knee, I want you to bring those knees a little bit more stacked. If not, you're really going to find a nice quad stretch as well. Just resting here. Enjoying the lengthening. Remember, marry the effort with ease. So these moments where we get to release are just as important as when we really power through the series. Flexibility is definitely an aspect, a part of, an essential part of strength. And then gently draw the navel in, return everything to center. Just tilt the knees to the other side and take your focus in opposition. Again, if you'd like, you can open those legs a little bit wider to feel that lengthening through that back quad. Shoulder blades are square. Your gaze is reaching towards that right wall, or maybe just the other side, allowing the breath to flow. So just as much as strength includes or comprises flexibility, at least from my approach, breath is a proven tool. Joseph Pilates wanted us to breathe. One of the biggest mistakes I see is no breath, no release. So really try to cue in here to that breath. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let the oxygen go. Releasing lungs. Again, inhale. Let the breath release. Exhale as you float the knees back to center. Take your chin with you. Everything is square. Go ahead and cervical nod, cervical curl again. And we twist to the other side first. Staying high on the shoulder blades. Exhale, bring yourself center. And just to the other direction. I want you to feel like you're opening the chest, like a ray of sunshine is shining from the heart. Both sits bones heavy. Exhale, bring yourself center as you lower the spine, lower the arms. And plant the shoulder blades heavy, soften the sternum as again you scoop the tail and lift up. We go into 8 pulses on that left side. Here we go. Left booty dips down, sits bone tries to touch the mat, press through left ankle to lift. We lower, heel pushes down, hip lifts up. So find that opposition, recruitment of the glutes. Exhale, hug that hamstring. So heel is reaching for the booty. Knees reach forward to lengthen, open up the front side body forward. Exhale, lift, neutral pelvis. It's 3. Hip points, pubic bone aligned. 2 more, lower. Exhale, lift. 1 more time, we lower. Exhale, lift, drawing navel in, slowly rolling down. Take your legs into that tabletop position. Just flex and point the feet. We flex and point. We flex and point. Flex and point. 4 more. You have 4. Achilles and then front of ankle. 3, even if you don't curl the toes, I want you to reach to the front of the ankle. That's really the most important point. Part of the point. Flex the heels, extend the legs up towards the sky. Feel that elongation behind the knee, point toes, bend back to tabletop. So almost feeling a circularity here, reaching through the heels. Relax the hips, draw navel in, pointing toes. We bend to tabletop. 2 more, flex and extend. Exhale, lower back is heavy, point and bend. Just 1 more time like this. Reach like you're stomping on the ceiling. Point the toes and bend. Cervical nod, cervical curl. Bring that right leg in. Extend left leg out long. Finding your single leg series. Here we go. Just switching the legs. Inhale. Exhale. Focus on your belly button to afford more length through the back of the neck. Moving at your own pace. Find that breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, 2 more like this. Switching the legs, belly button to spine. See if you can take soft fingers or completely take the arms off the legs as you switch. And switch, 2 more, lower back heavy, draw navel in, last one, switch. And switch, hug those knees tight to the chest as you lower the spine down. Take a moment here to release the thigh, the femur bone into the bone socket of the hip. If your body's craving movement, feel free to rock side to side. If you're feeling closer to stillness today, just allow the body to rest. The only movement, the blood, the oxygen flowing. Really hugging the knees tight. Keeping the tail heavy, head is heavy as well. Maybe you can draw that chin slightly tighter to the chest to feel the energy like a laser radiating out through the crown of the head. And then we're going to reposition ourselves back to that tabletop. You're going to come up into a cervical nod, cervical curl, and elbows are in the periphery, hands behind the head. We're going to keep the knees sealed. We just extend the legs. Exhale, zip up that pair of jeans to bring the knees back. We just extend. Lower back stays heavy. Exhale, belly button to spine. 2 more. Extend. High on those shoulder blades if you can. If not, the head can go heavy in the mat. Exhale, bend. We're going to extend the legs out long and then take that left knee towards us. Right leg stays there. Take that right elbow to left knee. Exhale, bring yourself back to center. Again, elbow to knee. Exhale, center. So it's much more proximal than that. I want you to think right rib to left hip. Exhale, center. The last time, rib to hip. Exhale, center. Release the palms. Go ahead and grab that left knee as you lower the right leg and the head. Hug the left knee into the chest. Feeling the width, the openness in that collarbone. Being gentle with your body here. Take one more deep inhale. Enjoying the openness of the right hip, the crease in the left. Exhale. Both legs come back to that tabletop. Cervical nod, cervical curl. Interlace your fingertips. Elbows visible in your periphery. Again, we extend the legs. Exhale, like you're zipping up a pair of jeans or sucking through a straw. I want you to feel the pubic bone, belly button. Draw up and in. 2 more. We extend. Exhale, belly button to spine. Front ribs down. Last time, extend. Exhale, bring it in. And then extend those legs. Just the right knee comes in towards the chest. We take that left elbow to right knee. Exhale, bring it center. Again, keep the chest open. I'm barely even touching my head. So I want you to notice that here, my arms or hands are not keeping my head lifted. I'm keeping the chin tight to the chest, allowing length, energy out through the crown. Exhale, center. Hug that right knee and lower that left leg. Finding this stretch here. Again, if you'd like, you can roll out the ankles. You can rock that knee side to side. Finding whatever feels best for you. Maybe you just want to enjoy this crease in the right hip. Letting that left glute soften. Left heel be heavy. Head settling into the mat. Feel the shoulder blades sink. One more deep inhale. Exhale, both legs will meet in tabletop again. We're gonna find basically that same position we've been finding for the last few series. Take the hands behind the head. Remember, head can always go down. We're going into the crisscross. So same legs as single leg. And then we just take that elbow to knee. So now you're just scaffolding that work we just did to switch the legs. Elbow to knee, rib to hip, and switch. Find your breath. Inhale. Exhale. So now we're working a 360 ab, 360 core. 4 more. It's 4. And switch. Woo! Find that breath. And switch. 2 more. Switch. I tried to cheat myself. 1 more time. Switch. And switch. Hug the knees into the chest. Slowly lower the spine down. If you'd like, you can find a more advanced stretch. You can take the feet together and open the knees out wide. Thread the arms so the palms find the shins. Hug those heels towards the pubic bone. If you're a yogi, you could also find a nice happy baby, taking the soles of the feet parallel to the ceiling and letting the knees drip towards the earth. Finding the stretch that works for you. It may just be that first hugging the knees into the chest. If you know me, you know that I'm a huge advocate of modification, of making what I invite, what I suggest work for you. Don't forget to breathe. And then gently lower those legs down. We're gonna go through a few roll-ups before we find our side body, and we still need to get to that left side. So anchoring the heels down, reach the arms up, take a big inhale, inflate the lungs, exhale, blow the air out as you ripple through the spine, up and over that beach ball, trying to make it as seamless as possible. Just simply roll down through the spine, really trying to move slow with mindfulness to lower the body. Again, inhale, exhale. So every exercise includes basic movements. This is our concentric work, and then we hold for a pause to feel that work in those abs, stabilization, and then slowly lower down. This is the eccentric part of this phrase. This is where you're gonna build that strength. The slower you can go, the quicker you're gonna build the strength. 2 more, inhale, exhale, use your breath, blow the air out, the front ribs knit down, up and over that beach ball. Feel the openness between the shoulder blades, draw the waist even further back, chin to chest. And lower down, just one more time like this. Inhale, exhale. Remember, no one can hear you. You just hear me. So don't be afraid to breathe, to make sound. You can be audible as you work. Slowly lower into and 1. Taking the arms down to the side. We're just gently going to find our side body, staying on that right leg high. So heels will come in line with the sits bones, and you're gonna come down onto your elbow or your arm. Remember hips, heels, and shoulders, and even that elbow or the arm are completely parallel to the back of the mat. I've actually scooted myself all the way back so you can really find that nice alignment. We're just gonna start with a clam shell. So keep the feet kissing, open knees, and close. Top shoulder is far from ear, we open. Exhale, close. Keep going, we open. Imagining a pillow here, you need to crush it, squeeze it. We open, exhale, close. 4 more, it's open. Inhale, exhale, draw the navel in, front ribs down. We open, exhale, close it up. 2 more like this. We open, exhale, close. Last time, bottom leg soft. Exhale, close. We're gonna go ahead and bring ourselves up onto our forearm. Left elbow will come directly underneath that shoulder. I want you to feel this bottom oblique here. So you have a nice wide base to lift up and out of the mat. I want you to feel that pressing into the mat to lift up and away. Notice the angle of that elbow. It's not too far out. That's tense in the shoulder. We really want to keep everything stacked, nice neutral spine. We're going to go into a little side plank, modified here, kissing the knees. Exhale, slowly ease the hips down. Want you to find that space between armpits. Exhale, slowly lift to lower the hip down. So instead of pushing through the arm, which I am doing, and bottom knee, I want you to think about that bottom oblique. Exhale, shoulders stacked, hips stacked. Last time, top arm can always come down. If not, it's on your hip. And then exhale, lower down. We're gonna again open those knees and see if you can lift the toes off of the mat here. Take that top arm behind the head. You're gonna take top knee to elbow. Try to find a little crunch and then slowly lower down. That's all for now. Here we go. Elbow to knee. Keep toes kissing and open. Extend the spine. So we're finding bottom rib towards hip and then slowly extend. So I'm finding a little bit of an arc and then I reach my head in opposition. Again, elbow to knee. And 4 more like this. You're lifting up and out of that bottom oblique and lower. Bottom rib down towards the hip. Keeping those knees open if you need. If not, you could even close them. I will tell you right now, that's more difficult. Last one. And go ahead and extend the legs out long, taking yourself all the way down onto that arm. Left side of the face becomes very heavy, and we're on this narrow base. My feet are in line with my hips here. I'm gonna press that top arm down. We're gonna find those inner thighs, keep the feet sealed, lifting both legs up Top oblique, exhale, lower down. Relax the face, soften the brow. Tongue, if it's stuck at the roof of the mouth, let it go, unclench the jaw. Keep going, we lift both legs up. And exhale, lower. Again, lifting up. Try to soften the face. 4 more like this. See if you can put a little less work in that top arm and find it in that top oblique. So we're really lifting, again, rib to hip. Same idea here. But we have a longer lever line. Those legs are heavy. You're trying to lift them up by using the oblique. Last time we lift and slowly lower down. We're going to take that a step further, yes? So you can choose. If this was enough for you, I want you to stay here. If not, we're going to come onto our forearm. So remembering that you can always find a modification. If you need to bend the knees, there's absolutely no problem with that, yes? Just take a moment to lift up and out of that bottom oblique, elbow directly below that shoulder, top arm reaches up. Then I'm going to flip my palm and just press it down towards the thigh. Again, palm faces up, I reach, flip, press it down. 2 more like this. Inhale, reach, finding length, exhale, push. Watch that top shoulder, keep it far from the ear. Exhale, push it down. Again, a step further. You're going to start to tilt back onto that bottom booty cheek, drawing navel in. As you use the arms, you're going to push that air away, squeeze the inner thighs. We're going to lift the legs up. You're going to try to reach for the toes and then slowly lower down. Yes? So drawing navel in, trying not to sink in that bottom side. Keep squeezing the thighs. Again, drawing front ribs down. We reach for the toes. So this is a little modified teaser. Yes, you're going back, driving that left bottom booty cheek down and square off the hips. 4 more. Exhale. Get out of that bottom shoulder and reach. 3 more. You can do it. You showed up. Let's do it together. 2 more. And then we find a regress. Slowly squaring off hips. So I'm driving hip down and then stacking hips up. Go ahead and find a mermaid stretch, hugging heels towards the towards the glutes as you reach up and over with that left arm. Relaxing the face, softening the shoulders. Taking a moment here. And then gently send the top rib down as you stack the spine. Left arm will cross the body. You're going to grab hold of that right or top shin, rolling shoulders down the back. We're going to see if we can twist. My right hand goes behind me. I try to take my focus towards that back wall. Deep inhale, exhale. And then just switching, other arm sweeps up and over. I reach away from my legs through that lateral side bend. I'm lifting up and out of the mat with those obliques, relaxing shoulders. Let them glide down the back. And then we're going to take it 1 step further. Keep those hips square. Top pinky finger tries to tap down. I'm drawing my waist back. So think of the spine stretch mechanics. I'm letting my head go. Letting the pinky finger touch the ground, big arc in the spine, relaxing the shoulder. You should feel a nice stretch through that top side body. Inhale, exhale, squaring off the shoulders, and then gently pouring down to lift up. And guess what? We go into that other side. So back into the quadruped. I'm going to change direction so you can see me. We come down onto that right forearm. Again, the stacking the alignment, the form is so important. So this is what makes Pilates Pilates. Elbows is directly underneath the shoulder, fingertips face forward, left palm plants in front of those right fingers, rolling the shoulders away from the ears. We can begin those circles with the knee. So out to the side and then take the knee back, keeping that space hold. You can draw the knee to nose as you round. Exhale. Lengthen through the spine as the knee goes out to the side. Take it back. You can keep the rounding out of it. So if you want, you could just keep a long spine the entire time, really focusing on that knee. For that hip articulation, one more time, if you're with me, we find a cat-like pose, and then slowly find that knee in the circle, reverse it, take that knee back in line with the sits bone, open it up to side, pour more weight in that left arm to hug the knees closed, and again, inhale, exhale, get out of those shoulders, drawing navel in to bring me back, hug inner thighs, 2 more. So notice your shoulders here. Are they crunching up into the ears, or can you relax them, giving length to the back of the neck? 1 more time. Knee goes back and around. Slowly sending it out, fully long, tucking toes. We rock back and rock forward. You can come up onto the palms or keep yourself down on those forearms. Rocking back, both hips square. So neutral pelvis, neutral shoulders. 4 more like this. Reach through the Achilles and then push the head forward. So almost like you're launching. There's a lot of power right now. As you extend back and reach forward, keep that navel in, back and forward. Lift, peel the toes off of the mat, knee to nose, we round. Exhale, inhale, head to toes, reach in opposition. Keep driving that left hip towards the mat. Don't let it open up. So none of this. We're keeping hips square. 2 more. Keep drawing navel up and in. You're hugging all those organs away from the mat. Keep that lift. As you extend, last time like this. Exhale. Inhale. Taking left toes back. Just draw that knee back under you. Send yourself into a child's pose. Relax. Coming back to home base here. Keeping the tail soft. Gently relaxing the head. If your body's craving movement, invite yourself to sway side to side. Pouring weight into right and left shins, right and left heels. And then gently quieting the pelvis. Scoop the tail, rolling up, stacking the spine, lower back, middle back, cervical spine, and crown of the head. Reach up. We're going back out into that quadruped position. We're going to start to draw those arcs by tapping the shoulders. Make sure you're setting this up properly. Shoulders far from the ear, belly up and in as you extend that left leg out long. Tap the right corner of the mat. Up and over, tap left. Again, up and over, tap right. Don't let that lower back collapse. So we're not just sending leg up. We're moving with control. It's almost like I'm lengthening. Toes are reaching the leg out of the hip. Last time, up and over, tap right, up and over, tap left. Just take those toes back to the right corner. Sit back on that leg. Finding a nice pigeon type pose. You can relax that back knee and let the chest fall heavy over that right thigh. Deep inhale, exhale. Keep driving that right hip down to the mat, that right booty, down to the mat to really feel an openness in the hips. This is also, surprisingly, a really good stretch for your coccyx. So as we become older or we tend to sit more often, our spine, discs, or bones start to fuse together. So we keep the pelvis open by doing stretching, lengthening. So this helps to separate those bones a little bit. Same with the lunges at the beginning of class. Inspiration everywhere. And then gently bring yourself back up into that quadruped. We go into those elbow taps. First one is down on that right knee. Second one, we progress to that plank. Here we go, left knee to elbow. And send out long, lengthen head to toes. Left knee to right elbow, cross the midline and extend. Again, to that left elbow. Try to tap the outside of that left elbow, extend. I'm pouring my weight forward, really hollowing out the tummy. Extend leg back. 2 more sets. To the left elbow, exhale, inhale, extend. Pouring weight over palms, we tap. and extend. You should feel it in those abs, drawing navel up and in. Pour more weight into that left palm, extend. And last time, tap right elbow and extend. Tuck those back toes. Bringing the left ball of the foot onto the ground. Reach the right arm out in opposition. Take a big sweep of the arm, chasing the heel with the fingertips. Inhale, exhale, bring yourself back to that nice squared position. If you're going to plank, just meet the right leg to the left, rolling shoulders away from the ears. And here we go, tapping left elbow. Extend toes back, hips are square. Tap the right and extend. 2 more sets. We tap left and extend. We tap right. Keep drawing that navel up and in. Last set. We tap left. Exhale, belly button to spine. Keep hips lifted. Right. Can we do one more? Let's try it. Here we go. Tap left. Exhale, extend. Head reaches in opposition. Tap right and extend. Take those left toes down. Float the knees down and find your child's pose. Take a moment here. Gently scoop the tail, roll through the spine, a big wave, ricochets from tail to crown of the head, lower the hips, externally rotate the shoulders open, chin to chest, cervical nod, cervical curl, send the weight back in the heels. Again, scoop and round, big wheel-like stretch as you lower hips, open up the shoulders, exhale, chin to chest, front ribs down, creasing in the hips, pour the weight back. Just one more. Scoop, exhale. Finding your breath. Try not to sink in the shoulders. You're lifting up and away from the mat. Exhale. And pour weight back. Let the booty feel heavy on the heels for just a moment. And then gently scoop the tail. Begin to stack the spine up tall. Give me a big shoulder roll. For 2, it's 3, and 4. You're going down onto that other side. We've finished with the side series today. You are 5 minutes out from being done. Stay with me, keep breathing. Whole back is in line with the back of the mat. Feet are sealed, clam shell. Open the knees. Exhale, close it up. Keep trying to find a little pocket of air below that bottom side. Hips are stacked. So no opening up that top hip just to open the knee further. Yes, we don't do this. That's not healthy. Yeah, we don't want this dissociation of the hips. We want this proper posture. And lower. We open. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Keep giving me length through the back of the neck. Like your head is reaching out of your pelvis. Last one. Open. And close. We're going to bring ourselves up onto that forearm. Here we go with those planks. Now you have a wide base, so it's not just your palms. Here we go. Lift up and out of that bottom side. Lift the hips. Exhale. Draw the front ribs down to lower. Make sure your ear goes over your shoulder, so don't pour the weight back. Let's no work in those abs. We keep that proper posture to work effectively. 2 more. Make sure if you need to, top arm can come down. No shame. Yes, we make it work for us. Meeting body where it is. You lift, exhale, and slowly lower down. Here we go. Opening up the knees. See if you can lift the toes off. Take that top arm behind the head. Here we go. Top knee to elbow. Both knees lift. And then slowly trying to neutralize those hips. Again, closing core box. Front ribs down towards the pubic bone and then gently sending legs soft. Make sure you're moving with control. And lower down. Stay out of that bottom shoulder. So none of this, we don't sink. We stay lifted through that bottom oblique. 4 more like this. You have 4. And reach. Neutral spine. It's 3. Big exhale. Use your breath. Inhale, extend. 2 more. Let the breath go. Use it to your advantage. It's your tool. Last one. This is hard work. I know, I'm right there with you. Go ahead and close those knees. Extend arms and legs out long. You know this one. Let the right side of the face be heavy. Both legs lift up. And slowly we lower down with control. Again, we lift. Exhale, lower down. So we don't just collapse, we really lift with control, and then we resist gravity to lower down. Feeling that top oblique, I hope. Bottom rib reaches down towards the hip. Exhale, lower. 4 more like this. Keep that face soft. Relax, top shoulder far from ear. Again, we lift, inner thighs kiss. Exhale, slowly lower down. 2 more. Get out of that lower back. Draw the navel in. Support the spine with those abs. Last one, we lift. And exhale, lower. We go into the big grand finale here, coming up onto our forearm. Remember, if this is too much for you, you can always keep that bottom knee soft. As you sweep down, we're just gonna start with the sweeps of the arm. So reach that arm up in line with the ear. Take the palm down, neutralize the spine. Again, sweep up, find length in the top side body. Exhale, push that air away. Just 2 more, we reach. Inhale, exhale, head reaches out of the pelvis. Last time. Inhale, reach, exhale. We go into that full teaser-like pose. Right booty is gonna reach for the mat as you draw the navel back. Remember, you can keep that bottom leg heavy. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, squeezing the thighs, and then slowly square off the hips. So bottom leg can stay heavy. You can just bring the leg and arm into that same alignment. If not, we're drawing the front ribs down. And inhale, square off the hips. Exhale. The more you lift, the easier and more effective this will be. So I want you to lift out of that bottom oblique. Sinking only just takes that weight further towards the ground. It's more to lift. I want you to stay lifted and lower. Try for 2 more and then you're done. Inhale. Exhale, lift legs and lower. I know this is challenging. We have 1 more. Exhale. Apparently I have a lot of energy today. And slowly take yourself back down. Just find yourself long, lying on your back. Relax the legs. Maybe you want to take a little windshield wiper. And then quieting the heels. Go ahead and bend the knees. And again, find the palms on the hips as you tilt the knees to the right. Take your focus to the left. Inhale, exhale, everything comes center. So just the slow rocking, knees left, head right. Exhale. Bring yourself center. 1 more time each side. We tilt. Exhale, bring it center. And last time, we tilt. Exhale, draw the navel in, bring it center. Go ahead and lengthen those legs out 1 more time. Rest the back of the hands into the mat, palms face the sky. You can float the eyes closed as you feel the body sinking into the floor. Take this moment of ease, feeling width in the chest, openness in the hips. Try to tap into the length of the body as we find the breath. Inhale, feel those back ribs kiss the mat. As you expand, try to keep them there. Exhale, release the breath. Blow it out. Again, inhale, expand. Maybe you can bring those ears even further from shoulders. I say it for myself as well. Exhale, let it go. Just 1 more like this. Inhale. Expand, feel the middle back, tap the mat, keep it there as you exhale, lower back heavy, with those front ribs closed, and then just ending here in a moment of stillness, of silence. Your body deserves this moment of rest. As you sink into the mat, imagine you're on quicksand or concrete. Or maybe just find an attunement, proprioception, notice, acknowledge that gravity is below you, and let your body give in. Every muscle, bone, joint, the fascia, the flesh, Let yourself melt, surrender, feeling it ooze into the ground. And then gently flutter the eyelids open. Reaffirm your focus. See the ceiling above you, the physical space around you. Say thank you to your body for a quite difficult class today. And thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you feel good in your bodies.